Good morning and welcome. I'm so glad all you could make it here this morning. It's a gorgeous morning. Thank you. We're here this morning to celebrate the extensive renovations of the Westwood Senior Center that started last fall and was completed this summer. Doesn't it look great? Just take a look. It looks fabulous. Everyone always thanks me as the director, but honestly, just because I have the big mouth, that's not true. It's the quieter folks working behind the scenes where the magic really happens. So please indulge me for 2 minutes, and I promise only 2 minutes, okay? Promise. To thank those who need to be thanked. To begin with, I would like to thank Marion Plasted, who helped me focus on the need for the renovations, and the long-term finance committee, who agreed to the renovation that was long overdue. I would also like to thank the selectmen who helped us secure the grant from Brigham and Women's, our town administrator, Mike Gillette, who encourages and supports me every day, and of course, Christine McCarthy at the Selectman office, who never minds my endless questions and concerns. Honest to God, she's amazing. And of course, a big thank you to Brigham and Women's, Cindy, who gave us $300,000 grant for all the improvements. Thank you. No, I have more to say. I would also like to, you thought it would be that quick? No. I would also like to take a minute to thank those who worked on the project. First and foremost, Jimmy McCarthy, who's back there, and I told him he had to be here today. He worked with numerous contracts to make sure all the work was done quickly and efficiently. Thank you, Jimmy. Seriously, thank you. Trish Tuck, where's Trish? Back there. Thank you. Trish Tuck is my director of operations. And she worked hand in hand with Jimmy, and together they scheduled everything, so throughout the year, we only had to close one day when the parking lot was being repaved, which was truly an amazing feat when you think of all the renovations we had. So thank you, Jimmy and Trish. Seriously, you guys were amazing. Also, to Bill Abley, he's our groundskeeper, and he makes everything outside look spectacular. Doesn't it look great out here? Finally, I want to thank my staff, which is Chris, Trish, Karen, Lorraine, Judy, John T., John D., Paul, and Elaine. All of our volunteers, all of our instructors, and our seniors. Thank you. You never lost your sense of humor, no matter what was going on, and you were always willing to work around whatever renovation was happening. Thank you all, really. You made it so much easier for me. Now let me introduce you to my boss. See, I told you to be quick. To my boss and town administrator, Mike Gillette.
Thank you. Welcome to all that are here attending this celebration of the renovation and of the Patricia Carty Larkin Center. For those of you who aren't familiar, the Patricia Carty Larkin Center was first built in October 1998 with a Small Cities grant that the state provided. It was a result of the efforts of our former director, Patricia Larkin. This center has served the population extremely well over these past 20 years, but like most things with that age, it began to show it. So through the efforts of our dedicated staff, Lena, as COA director, and Tom Philbin, our energy director, the town endeavored to improve the energy efficiency of this facility with funds provided by the town, by the green community, and by Eversource. That effort identified other areas of significant deterioration. So Jim McCarthy was enlisted, as you just heard, our facility director, to work with Lena to conduct a complete analysis of the building and identified that there were $300,000 in repair that were necessary to bring it up to the condition we find it in today. So it's as a result of this dedicated staff effort of our employees who identified and oversaw these improvements. So Tom, Lena, and Jim and Lena's and her staff, the Westwood community, especially the senior population, want to thank you very much for your continuous efforts.
Thanks, Mike. Now I'd like to introduce to you Selectwoman, I always like to say that, Selectwoman Nancy Hyde, who helped us get this funding. Thank you, Nancy.
It's a pleasure to be here this morning, and I speak to you on behalf of the Board of Selectmen. Michael Walsh is here, and John Hickey unfortunately couldn't be. But we're all very, very happy to be here at this day, and we're a little bit in advance of the actual grand opening of the beautiful Brigham and Women's facility on University Avenue, which is really the impetus behind us being able to do the improvements, as has been mentioned already this morning. I want to acknowledge I just promoted you. State Representative, I don't know, is that a promotion or a demotion? Yeah, okay. Our State Representative Paul McMurtry, who has been an invaluable resource to this town over the years of his tenure serving us in the State House. And Ann, you're here representing Senator Rush, who I understand can't be with us this morning, so thank you for being here to represent him. Mike mentioned the naming of this building, the Patricia Larkin Building, and Pat Larkin was a gem of a woman and a visionary, and really saw a tremendous need in this town to meet the needs of our senior population in a very proactive, energetic, terrific, life-fulfilling way. And while we miss her, we have been so well served by Lena. How long have you been with us now, Lena?
4 years.
4 years. And this woman is tenacious on behalf of the seniors.
There are other words people use.
And I say that with great affection. Lena, her team, the people who serve on the Council on Aging board who advocated strongly that not only were the improvements needed for this building long overdue, they were getting very serious in nature. And along came Brigham and Women's in some serious negotiations with the town to be able to locate at University Avenue. And after extensive discussions and the idea being floated that the what's called payment in lieu of taxes pilot agreement that we entered into with them, they were willing to make an upfront payment to us so that we could invest directly in this building. We proposed that and they embraced it. And I think that just speaks to their commitment to be an effective partner in the communities where they are present. And quite often I refer to things that have happened as a result of University Station as game changers. Having Brigham and Women come to Westwood is a game changer. It is bringing not only medical resources to our community and surrounding communities, but it's bringing much needed foot traffic to University Station development where we have restaurants and stores and the like. And it only helps bolster that up and make it even stronger than it already is today. So for that, I'm extremely grateful and happy to speak so on behalf of the Board of Selectmen. So I will just conclude, in addition to thanking you, Cindy, for being here, and your colleagues, Phyllis and Christy, and to the rest of your team that are behind the scenes. And I understand, filling in that hospital space as we speak. I hope that this is the beginning of a very long, very productive, very happy relationship that the town of Westwood, its citizens, have with the Brigham and Women's. So thank you for your effort and for finding Westwood to be part of your home. So again, thank you everybody for being here. This is a great day, so appreciate it.
Thank you, Nancy. Most importantly, I'd like to introduce you now to who we've been thanking all morning, Cynthia Peterson. She's the Executive Director of Brigham and Women's, and honestly, it's been a true pleasure for me personally to get to know her. We've actually had some great conversations. Thanks again for underwriting all the renovations and caring so deeply for Westwood's elder community. Cindy Peterson.
Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Lena. Wow, I would just say we have been so welcomed by the Westwood community in all ways, shapes, and forms. It's a real honor for us to be this close to opening in this town. So if you're not familiar with what we have at University Station, we'll have primary care, dermatology, OBGYN, orthopedics, medical specialties, neurology, neurosurgery consults, radiology, We will have urgent care, but it's not opening right away. I know Chief Deckers is looking at me, trying to figure out when are we opening urgent care. That probably won't be till the spring sometime, but we certainly will work with the town so everybody is aware of when that will be open. And we're opening our doors October 1st to patients, so right around the corner. But I will just pause and thank again all the leaders of the town of Westwood. We wouldn't be here without your support, and it's an honor for us to have provided the funds for this beautification of this very important Council on Aging Senior Center. It's really been great to be part of it. We liked doing the free skin cancer screening this past spring, and we'll continue working in partnership with Lena and the rest of the town. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Cindy. It's really a pleasure working with you. Okay, we also have our wonderful friend, Representative Paul McMurtry is here today. Just so everyone knows, Paul and his staff are always here to help us. I mean, they are above and beyond the call of duty. If you ever have a problem, you need to come to us and you think we're solving it, they're solving it. So without much ado, thank you, Representative McMurtry, for always being such a partner to us here at the Westwood Council on Aging.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. How easy is it to be a partner with Lena and Trish and the staff? So I know everyone would agree with that. And I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. And it's certainly for Senator Rush and I to work in the State House every day on behalf of this community. It's really an immense honor and pleasure. But truly, most of the fulfillment in our public service comes when we're here at events like this in Westwood, and especially here at the Senior Center. And I want to applaud the efforts of my colleagues in local government, Nancy Hyde and Selectman Walsh, who I know and you know work tirelessly on behalf of each and every one of you to make sure that we can improve the quality of life for all residents. The other quality of life, I want to commend and publicly recognize and acknowledge the fact that Brigham and Women's has invested in this community. And it really is an incredible statement to make as a partner, a new partner to Westwood, to invest back in a very deserving population and a very deserving location. So as each and every one of you crosses through this threshold and utilizes the services to improve your quality of life, I wish everyone at Brigham and Women's the same quality of medical care as they pass through their doors, and wish everyone in both facilities continued success, health, and happiness. Congratulations to everyone who made today possible.
And we also have Ann here. Ann Cushion is with Senator Rush's office. Would you like to say a few words? Ann is not like me. She really does say few words. But we're very pleased that you could make it here today, and we love working with your staff. So thank you for all that you do for us. All right. Well, thank you all for coming and joining in our celebration. It takes a village, I really believe this from my heart, to make this kind of project work well and efficiently and effectively. And Westwood's village is nothing less than amazing. And we couldn't do this with everybody. So thank you all. And now we're going to do ribbon cutting. So if we could just do a picture with the ribbon cutting, and then afterwards, just so you know, we have a nice breakfast that I want you all to come. You know I'm Italian, and it's always about the food. So make sure you come and have some breakfast with us. But first, we'll do a ribbon cutting. Thank you all again for coming this morning, and thank you all for joining us. Thank you. I don't know how this actually works, so I'm gonna. Mike, you've done this. Oh, is that what we do?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you people have done this a whole lot more than me. All right. I'm gonna assume you hold it because you're the. Yeah, you have to do this.
We'll do it together. How about that? We'll do it.
Come on, you gotta hold this too, though. We hold it together. I think we all try to hold this.
Yeah.
Come on,
Oh,
everybody.
look at this. Girls on one side, boys on the other.
Let's
What's
switch
wrong
it
with
up.
that?
Let's switch it up. I'll come over this side.
All right. No,
roses-
my
the
hands are
roses
close. There we
between
go.
the corners.
Here we go.
Come on, Mike.
Ready?
Mike, come on.
All right. Everybody's gonna put their hands.
Ready? Go team.
Yay!